About to line up. Trial number 4 on the program, Toyota T2, 2,240 metres in front of them, mobile. Scratching is number 3 here, Athenraya scratching. Trial number 4, field of 3, 1 amicable. Fred Spiteri out. One's going to start on the outside of the front row. 2 Polygraph, Greg Sugars, Eric Hurley, and 4 Muscletonian T2 TR4. 1 and 2 are ODM. Number 1 starting on the outside, and Muscletonian about 15 metres behind the others as the high gain mobile barrier sends them on their way. The green light is on and they're racing, and galloping out was Amicable from the outside, and as they come down to the winning post with 2 laps to travel and going to the lead by 10 metres is Polygraph in the green and red colours. From in second place Muscletonian, and a 40 metre gap to in third, and last placing is Amicable in last position. Out of the straight, and there's about 40 metres here first to last. Covering the first 2, there'd be about 10 as they head up the side towards the lap and 3/4. So Polygraph in trial number 4 leads the way 10 metres, second Muscletonian, and 25 to Amicable last of all. All leaders gone, it's galloped. Polygraph has galloped there at the 1,700 metres mark, so it's left Muscletonian clear by 20 as they head on down the back straight. Lead time is going to be 53.8. 53.8 for the lead time as they run to the end of the back straight with a lap and a half to go. The leader now is Muscletonian by 15 metres. In second position is Amicable. And then third, about 20 away, is Polygraph. They've got 1 and 1/4 laps left to travel. And the leader on the inside by 6 metres is Muscletonian. Shows clear from in second spot Amicable, and then 35 away is Polygraph. Running to the 1,200 metres, the first quarter of the last mile in 31.8, which actually isn't too bad, down the straight. And the leader is Muscletonian at the bell. Muscletonian, the leader, leads by 6 metres. Second is Amicable, and 40 metres Polygraph. 1 lap to travel now as they head out of the straight. The lead time in 53.8, first quarter of the last mile in 31.8. They run out towards the half mile peak at the 800 metres mark. The leader 4 metres is Muscletonian from Amicable, and then 50 away, or maybe a tad less, Polygraph. Second quarter 31.4, 63.2 for the first half of the last mile, and going onto the back straight the last time, and Muscletonian by 4 metres Amicable and 40 metres to Polygraph. Halfway down the back, and the leader is still Muscletonian. A half lap to go ahead of Amicable in second, and then a 40 metre gap to Polygraph. So Muscletonian is the only horse in the event that is not out of the draw from behind the mobile, and is also the only horse in the event that hasn't galloped yet. They run to the third quarter through it in 31.8, and on the turn a Muscletonian leads by 8 metres from in second spot Amicable, and 40 metres away third Polygraph. At the 200 metres peak, Muscletonian extends now by 12 metres to Amicable in second. A 60 metre gap to Polygraph down to the line, and it's Muscletonian the winner. Goes on unextended John Caldo. Muscletonian by 12 metres Amicable, and 60 metres Polygraph last of 3. First is horse number 4, Muscletonian. Second is horse number 1, Amicable. Third, horse number 2, Polygraph. 4-1-2 the placings. The race time 2:57.7. Lead time 53.8. Mile rating 2:7.7. Quarters of the final mile. First quarter 31.8. Second quarter 31.4. Third quarter 31.8. Fourth and final quarter 28.9. 63.2 for the first half of the last mile, and the last half mile in 60.7. 28.9 last quarter, 60.7 last half mile, mile rate 27.7. The last mile, 23.9, 23.9 last mile, 60.7 last half mile, 27.7 mile rate. The margin's 15 metres by 85, 15 by 85. 4-1-2, trial 3.